Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Mike Kollin at MikeKollin.com, and you're listening to a song by Sammy called Unknown. Excuse me, it's called Unknown Roads. Okay, we are going to talk about what's going on in the stars right now and how it's affecting us, okay? So there's a couple subjects, all very similar. And this is going to be kind of a lighthearted, not quite playful, but just kind of an enjoyable video to listen to. And it might be somewhat prophetic. I'm not sure if that's the right word, but we'll see what happens. Okay, turn down the music a little bit there. And it's going to go down a little bit more in about 40 seconds. Okay, I didn't want to start it here, but I want to throw this out there first because I think a lot of you are experiencing this right now. I think you're going to be shocked. But I'm going to talk about it after the first one, but I will throw it out there. So here's my question, here's my thought. Have you suddenly, out of nowhere, for no reason at all, been feeling frustrated and just kind of like, I guess frustrated there's another word to it, but if you've been feeling that, there's a reason why, and I'll get back to it in a second. Oh, you know what? I'm going to do it right now because I have the images lined up that way. So, okay, so let's get to it. Okay, so, well, by the way, my coach, he messaged me tonight. Jacob sits right there. So it's always cool when he sends a message. All right, so here's the deal. I've been feeling frustrated starting earlier this morning. I forget, it might have been late last night, but I'm just kind of really just something's been rearing up in me. It was to the point where I was like, I messaged someone who every now and then I still do therapy, by the way, for myself. So that the thing is, a lot of people they don't do any therapy. I'm like, I still do therapy because when issues come up, so I messaged my healer, we'll call her my healer, and this is exactly what I said to her. It was about the frustration, and so eventually I sent the message and went onto Facebook, and I'm scrolling through, and about 5 minutes later, Candy, who's on this channel, this YouTube page, you've seen her post before, she posted this, and I'm like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. So here's the deal. Breathe and go through it. Just relax and go with the flow. Get a massage, get a deep tissue massage, acupuncture, energy healing, deep breathing techniques, stretch, go to yoga class. If you can, I'm telling you, the next 3 days are going to be tumultuous, okay? So what I would recommend, pull back from people. Don't interact. Stay at home as much as possible. Don't go out as much as you normally do. I would kind of lessen your interactions with people because tensions are high right now. There's a frustration energy out there. Back off on your caffeine and try to eat healthy. More fruits, vegetables, healthy proteins, and if you need some chocolate or whatever once in a while, yeah, go ahead, especially if it helps you to feel better. For the next 3 or 4 days, I give you permission to make yourself feel better, sleep a little extra, just back off or whatever that's pressuring you. Just take it easy on yourself and treat yourself well. It's going to be important. Now, here's the next thing. The blood moon is here, March 3rd. Now, by the way, the alignment is still in the sky right now. It's 10 o'clock, but it really was last night, the alignment of the stars, the planets in our solar system. I think it was 8 of them aligned, but it was like a once in so many years alignment. That is affecting us right now. So here's the deal. The blood moon is coming up, and here's the times. In Eastern, it's going to be 6:04 a.m. That's this morning, I think. Oh, no, that's on the 3rd. Sorry, I'm on the 1st right now. So if you didn't catch it, this is March 3rd. So 6 a.m. for the Eastern time. Central time is 5 a.m. Mountain time is 4 a.m. Pacific time is 3. And it's approximately just under an hour, like 58 minutes. So yes, this is a full moon, full blood moon is what they should call it. So if you've been feeling like, what's the word I'm looking for? Almost like something's about to happen. It is. I promise you. There's going to be a shift energetically. I do believe you, because it happens. I mean, all my life I've watched like on the full moons and all these blood moons, they attack. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's some kind of attack, probably from Saudi Arabia to Iran. I'm not 100% sure, but either way, there's going to be an energetic shift. It's going to shift your life, and it does affect what happens, what people do on the planet. There was a post on Facebook talking about the biblical references to this full blood moon and what's going to happen, etc., etc., the book of Ezra and some other books. So we're in biblical times right now, and we're essentially going through it. So here's something that I wanted to share for a while. I was a little bit down about what happened with the lack of, I don't know what the right word is, lack of reaction from the American people from the Epstein list being released. I was shocked. And still kind of shocked, but I think what it was, I think I finally let go. Like, yeah, I'm not your cheerleader anymore. I'm not this guy. It's like my energy's not going to be put into that anymore. People, I believe, and a lot of people have actually posted this over the last year or two. People that have awoken. That's it. No one else is going to awake, no matter what happens. And I think that's kind of what they're showing us, is like no matter what they throw at us, they're like, people aren't waking up, and they're not going to. So that burden is gone. Like my solar plexus is so at peace right now. Man, my solar plexus made a huge shift about 4 weeks ago. I made a video. I've made a lot of videos that I haven't uploaded yet, so I'm just going to start throwing them back up there. Here's another funny coincidence, because in the video I made, I may have uploaded it. Yeah, it actually might be the last video I uploaded. So this says 1% control the world, 4% are puppets, 90% are asleep. And that's what essentially I said in the video. I think I said 80% and 10 and 10. But the sadness or the release was like, yeah, like the majority of people are just asleep. And the funny thing is I found this about 2 or 3 days later after I uploaded that. So I thought, oh, well. See, there's a lot of coincidences that I noticed when I go through a shift. About a week later, 4, 5, 6, 7 days later, all of a sudden people are posting about whatever it is, even when I don't even mention it. So I've mentioned a lot, and this is in the last video, how my mind has been clear for years. My heart cleared up about 10 years ago. So I've been walking through life in this just absolute silence inside. It's a beautiful experience. Then I went through some turmoil over the last 6+ months, and then my solar plexus cleared, and I was like, oh, you got to be kidding. Like I didn't expect it. I never even heard of this. Normally you just hear about your mind and your heart. And I realized my solar plexus is now silent. It's a really wonderful way to go through life. Now, let me tell you something. It's like I'm so comfortable with people now. And people kind of like, you could tell they kind of look at me like they can sense something's different, but they don't know what. So I posted this, but I believe the time, I think it said 82 minutes on this at the bottom. It's coming up. It's actually, from what I've understood, it's 56 minutes. It's the times that I gave you in that last image about 2 images ago. I just posted this because I thought it was a kind of cool image. Okay, so now watch this. Okay, so now I posted this on Facebook. I'm going to read it straight off. So I wrote, oh my God, this company sent a driver to take me to my appointment. And he backed up into a car. When I was in the car, he kind of hit reverse and smashed into the car. I'm looking at the car like, you literally just, like, it was right next to you. You went right by it. Like, but he just backed right into it. And then we get on the freeway, and he almost caused an accident. He just turned, changed lanes without looking. And I'm just like, what is this guy doing? He didn't really seem to care. And so I was like, which is fine. I'd rather be with a relaxed driver than not, but whatever. So then the return driver, so I'm done with the appointment, the return driver shows up, totally different person, picks me up, refuses to say hello. I said hello like 3, 4, 5 times. I'm like, okay, this is different. She seemed pretty pissed. So and then I said, refused to say hello, responded. Anyway, didn't even look at me, nothing. And almost gets into an accident on the highway. And then goes to the wrong address, and I was trying to say something, she didn't want to listen. She pulls up, she goes, "Hey, here you go." I'm like, "This isn't my address." And she goes, "It's not." I'm like, "No, it's," and I gave it. She goes, "Oh." Then she pulls back out on the road without looking. This is a busy road. Forces a car off the road. I kid you not. And I'm like, you have got to be, that's 4 times in one day. And the last thing I wrote was, "Can't get me, I'm staying alive." Here's the funny thing, even though both drivers were driving erratic, it was really like, it wasn't just those 2 incidences, they were just erratic, they weren't aware of their surroundings. I had absolutely no fear, like 0 fear. And then it dawned on me, we just went into Mercury in retrograde, I think about a week ago, a few days ago. So things are going to be hectic out there, guys. I would really kind of take your time, take some deep breaths before you get in your car, and even if you don't have to, don't drive. Let someone else drive. Let them wreck their car. I would really just kind of stay in your office, at home, walk to work if you can. I would really avoid people right now for the next few days. And in all sincerity, be kind to yourself right now. Say good things to yourself, because we are, here's another thing. Let me say this first, but we are going through Mercury retrograde, so it's bringing this negative twist or spin or energy. We've got this full blood moon. It's going to bring some, I don't know if I want to use the word intense energy, but it probably is the correct word. We are going to go through some stuff, we're going through it right now. You're going to see some more. If there's one thing I would tell you, pause. Before you get in your car, take a deep breath or 2 and just physically stop. Look around your surroundings, because it'll help you to ground yourself, and then get in your car. Maybe put the seatbelt on, close the door, take another breath, pause, look around your car, look around outside, and then go. Okay? Make that a practice. At least for the next 3 or 4 days, okay? And even say you go to work, stop before you go in the building. Just stop and take a breath, and then go in the building, okay? One more thing I would say is stop, take a breath, pause, just stop, look around, just tune into the energy. And all I mean by that, don't go too deep, is just notice how fast people are going, how slow they're going. Just notice the wind, just notice the volume, whatever. Just notice, I'm going to use the word energy. This is a very good practice to do when you come home from work too. You just pause, sit in your car for like 2 or 3 minutes, take a couple deep breaths, and then just tune into the energy and look around. Just notice what's going on. And when you go to your front door before you walk in, or maybe open, take a deep breath, look around, and just notice what the energy is like and try to match it. Oh, here's another thing. You know how they say things come back to you and when Mercury's in retrograde? I had this memory from something from childhood out of the blue that I have completely forgot. But here, I'm not going to go into that right now, but here's another one. I was on Facebook, and I used to race BMX when I was a kid. I won the spring nationals when I was a kid, and a couple doubles and nationals after when I got a little older, blah, blah, blah. And when I was younger, my best part of my life, one of the best parts of my life was when I was a little kid. My mom and dad owned 2 restaurants and 2 bars. We had a brand new home. It's just like we had it built and just brand new. Everything we had. My mom had a sports car, my dad had a truck and a sports car. Life was good. And that was around like the 70s up to about 76, 77 when they divorced and we moved to Wisconsin for a little while. But here's the thing. I have always wondered what happened to those people, the kids that I knew in the 70s when I was on this BMX team in Vacaville called Mike's Bikes. So every now and then I'll see a BMX post up on my Facebook page, and I post it, and this one was for like California. I said, hey, does anyone know about NorCal racing in the 70s? There was this track, and I described it. I go, and then there was a Spring Nationals, but I don't know where the locations are. And somebody responded like, oh, I know what you're talking about. That was in this area, just outside of Stockton. I'm forgetting the name right now, but I've got it saved. And then he goes, the other one was this track over here, which was in the fairly similar area. And we started talking. I'm like, man, your name sounds really familiar. And he goes, yeah. He goes, I knew your brother Charlie and your brother Shane. He goes, and I knew you when you were on the racing team. He was best friends with my brother Charlie. And so Charlie's about 5 years older than me, approximately, I think. And so these guys, and then here's another thing. Another guy responded to that same post I made on that page. And he's talking to me at the same time under the same post, not realizing his best friend Theron is talking. I go, Theron's talking to me. He goes, have you heard anything about Theron? I go, he's talking to me right now. Look below your post. Now, I've been responding to these BMX posts for a lot, especially the last 2 or 3 years. They've been picking up a lot, especially for NorCal and Southern Cal. And it just happened. I thought, oh, you got to be kidding. 2 guys that, that essentially I was searching for 20, 30 years just pop up out of nowhere. I thought that was just one of the coolest things in the world. So Mercury in retrograde is real. All right, there's 2 points I want to give you, 2 things that'll help you. Mercury in retrograde is not necessarily a bad thing. It brings things back for you to relive, to remember. Sometimes there can be painful memories to learn from, okay? Sometimes it's just a reconnection. It's not always a bad thing. Sometimes it's money starts coming back into your life, okay? Or something you lost will come back. So a lot of times, I'd say 50-50, maybe a little more, but good things come from Mercury in retrograde. Okay, so remember that. It's not always a bad thing. Number 2, and this is how you don't let it be a bad thing, is go with the flow. That's when better things happen. Or when these memories come up, it's not a bad thing. You begin to have learnings and understandings which heal old emotional wounds and also enlighten you on things that you were stuck in life, and all of a sudden you can move forward. It can bring a real emotional release from these learnings. Okay guys, that's it. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you want, click subscribe, click the like button, go ahead and make a comment. And as always, you can go ahead and support this channel by either A, making a donation. There's a PayPal link right there in the description box, or you can buy one of my dating relationship coaching books and then down the road, hire me for coaching. Okay guys, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
When the world